Hello students, welcome to lesson 8, solve equations with geometric rules. We're no longer in unit 6, we're actually done with probability. So we're moving on. The next 6 units will be focused on prepping you for 8th grade. Alright? Okay, so this one here, we need to know some geometric rules first before we start on a lesson. So I'm just going to quickly review. We've done this before already, so I'm going to go quickly. Okay, there are 4 definitions that you should know. The first one's called complementary, meaning 2 angles that add up to 90 degrees. For example, if this angle was 50 degrees, then you should know that this one is 40 degrees because 50 plus 40 is equal to 90 degrees. Okay? This is called supplementary, probably the most important geometric rules. Alright? Angles add up to 90. How do you find that? You gotta make sure it's on a straight line. Any straight line equals to 180. As you can see, it forms half a circle. So for example, if this one's 120 degrees, then this one would be 60 degrees. Alright? It doesn't matter if this line cuts the other line, it's still the same thing. People always get that confused. Focus on one straight line, that will lead you to supplementary angles. Alright? Alright, vertical angles are equal. To form vertical angles, 2 lines has to cross. Once they cross, it forms vertical angles and they're the same. For example, if this was 85 degrees, then this would also be 85 degrees, and then these 2 angles here are also 85. They should be equal, so you could use supplementary. This is like 95 degrees, that's 95 degrees. Alright, so for example, like 85 degrees is equal to 85 degrees, so that angle is equal to that angle. Okay? Alright, finally 2 more. First thing, to use alternate interior and corresponding angles, 2 lines has to be parallel. And then there's a 3rd line that cuts the parallel lines in half. Not in half, I'm saying cuts the parallel lines. Sorry, not half. Anyway, and it forms 2 angles that are the same, corresponding angles. So these 2 are corresponding. That means they're the same. Okay, here's an example like let's go with 110 degrees. So this one is also 110 degrees. Alright? These two are also this one here and this one here is corresponding. So like this one here and this one's also corresponding. Okay? And these 2 are corresponding. Alright? I know there's another word there. So alternate interior is when it's, as you can see, it's interior and alternating. So those 2 are the same. Here's an example. Alright? So let's say if this one here is 80 degrees, 70 degrees, then this one's also 70 degrees. Alright? Okay, we did this before. Okay, so there's a bunch of alternate interior, like that one's 110, that should also be 110, that's alternate interior. These 2 are corresponding, so this one has to be 70. Okay, these 2 are corresponding, and so on. Alright? Okay, so these are geometric rules. Just a quick reminder. Let's go ahead and move on to our lesson. Alright, let's get started on our notes. Today there won't be a worksheet for your notes, so you actually have to write these out in your spiral. There will be 4 problems in your notes, and your assignment will have 8 problems. Alright? Okay, so let's get started. Again, there are 4 problems in your notes, and these are the first 2. We'll do the next 2 after these 2, okay? Alright, so again, you're going to see a geometric figure like this, and then you have to determine, is it vertical angle, supplementary, complementary? Usually it's one of these 3, alright? Are the angles, these 2 angles here, are they equal? Do they add up to 180, or do they add up to 90, okay? As our definition we just went over earlier, these 2 angles are vertical angles, so therefore they are equal. Okay? So when I make this angle here, we don't know what that angle is, but I make that angle equal to this angle. So this whole angle here should be equal to this angle there. So I'm going to rewrite that. So 5x plus 14. So this angle, okay, this is a combination of both of them. So this whole angle here is this, and they have to be equal to that angle there, which is 2x plus 56. Alright? Now we are going to solve this, so we're combining geometric rules with solving equations. I'm going to go ahead and remove the variable first. That will give me 3x plus 14, and this side would just be 56. Again, that's 3x plus 14 equals 56. Alright? Now it's a two-step equation. Subtract 14 to both sides. Remember, whatever you do to one side, you'll do the same thing to the other side. Alright? That gives you 3x on the left side, and this would give you, let's see here, 42. Alright? Divide that by 3. Divide that by 3. I get x is equal to, let's see here, 14. Alright, so x is 14 degrees. When you're done, you would want to go back and plug in your degrees. Since they're equal, it doesn't matter. So I'm plugging in that degree there. Okay, so that's 2 times 14. Okay, 2 times 14 is 28. 28 plus 56. That will give me, let's see here, 70, so it gives me 84 degrees. Alright, so those two angles should be 84 degrees. Now, if you plug in 14 in here, it should also give 84 degrees. Alright? Okay, so let's go ahead and move on to number 2. Number 2 is a supplementary, so I know it adds up to 180. So this angle here, this angle here adds, those two angles add up to 180. Okay, my bad. Alright, so this whole angle here adds up to 180. Alright, if this confuses you, you don't really need to look at it. You can see it as a straight line, and that's on a straight line, so it adds up to 180. Okay, so this angle plus this angle adds up to 180. Okay, so 4x minus 18 plus this angle here, 2x plus 30, and it should equal to 180. Alright, again, one more time. This angle plus this angle adds up to 180. It's supplementary. Okay? Alright, let's go ahead and collect my terms first. You can see there are multiple x there, and then that's my y-intercept. Okay, so that would give me 6x plus 12 is equal to 180. Now it's a two-step equation. Subtract 12, subtract 12. Cancel. That would give me 168. 6x. Divide by 6. Divide by 6. I should get x is equal to, let's see here, 28 degrees. Alright, let me double check that answer. Let's see, yep, 28 degrees. Alright, now again, I'm going to go back and plug in for both of them. Okay, so I'm going to use my red. And you could use a calculator for this part here, just to speed things up. I'm okay with that. So 28 degrees. So I know they're not the same, so I need to plug in both of them. So what you probably need to do is take out a calculator. You go, okay, so I'm going to do 4 times 28 minus 18. So 4 times 28 minus 18. This is 94 degrees. And you can just subtract that from 180, or you can just do 2 times 28. I'll do that. 2 times 28 minus, plus 30. That would give me 86 degrees. Alright? Okay. Now let's go and move on to number 3. Alright. Here's number 3 and number 4. If you want, you can copy down the notes quickly. You can press pause. Alright? Okay. Alright, let's get started. Number 3. Again, follow these rules. It's either going to be, they're either going to be equal, add up to 180, or it adds up to 90. As you can see, that's a hint right there, so it should add up to 90. Okay, so that angle there, we know what it is, and plus that angle should add up to 90, so I'm going to go and do that. So that angle, which is x, plus this angle here is 3x minus 10, and it should add up to 90. Alright? Alright, let's go ahead and collect like terms. Put a 1 there, that makes your life easier. So I'm going to collect these two. That would give me 4x minus 10 is equal to 90. Okay, add 10 to both sides. That should give me 100, cancel 4x, divide by 4, x is equal to 25. Alright, so let's go and plug it back in. This one here is already 25 degrees. This one here is 3 times 25. That would give you 75 minus 10 should be 65 degrees. And as you can see, they add up to 90. Alright, let's go ahead and go on to number 4. Now this one's involving the parallel lines. So you know you're going to be using alternate interior, which is equal, or corresponding, which is also equal. And you got to be able to know if it's supplementary, okay, or if in fact it could be vertical angles. It could be many things, okay. So by looking at this one here, if there's something here, I know that's supplementary. If there's something here that's vertical angles, these two cannot be alternate interior because they're not interior of each other. So, however, they're corresponding. All right. Corresponding meaning that these 4 sides are the same as these 4 sides, so this angle should be the same as that angle. The definition is called corresponding, okay? So again, since they're parallel, these 4 sets are the same as these 4 sets, making these two the same, so they are equal. Okay, so we have 4x plus 27 is equal to this angle here, which is x plus 90. Alright? Alright, so now again, I have variables on both sides. Put a 1 there. I'm going to get rid of the variable first. Nothing to collect like terms or anything like that. There again, these two are different sides, so I can't collect those two. I can't collect those two. They're not on the same side. Okay? Cancel. Equal sign 90 on this side. I have 3x plus 27. Subtract 27 to both sides. I will have 63, 3x on this side, divide by 3, divide by 3, x is equal to 21. Alright, now I'll plug it back in, so that's 21, that's really easy, that should give me 111 degrees. And again, you don't need to plug in that one since you know that they're the same, so you could say they're 111 degrees, and then you're done. Alright, okay, now go ahead and start on your worksheet. It's very similar to what we did. If you have any questions, go ahead and email me, and I'll answer your questions. Alright? Okay. Have a good day.